Okay, look, I'm a little torn because
Well, it's
I
definitely a
like the
game
premise.
thing because it's the same logo.
Yeah. Well, I like the premise, the
Yeah,
time
me
travel
too.
thing is, but a murdery time loop movie? I don't know. I prefer
That
my
sounds
time
like
loop movies in comedy form.
that's why didn't they make that the video game? The original Until Dawn game is like kind of boring. Like story wise, it's good, but like that would have been a better movie. You get some cool like time loop action. You could get a solid game out of that. So
Yeah,
like, and everybody was like, oh, they're just gonna make the game the movie, and now it's
I didn't
like,
realize it was that big of a game, I guess.
well, it had like huge actors in it, so you know what I mean. Like
Right.
Peter
I still
Stormare
didn't
was
realize.
in it. Like Rami Malek was in it. Like
Well, that's probably why they brought Peter Stormare back
he was like
cuz
the bridge
yeah, he's
character
awesome
throughout the whole
too. Like
story.
I
Yeah.
he better be back in Constantine too. That's all I'm saying.
And he was in John Wick for a little bit. In the first one, I think he's in it, or the second one maybe. Um, yeah, I don't know what
Yeah,
to
this
think about this. I thought it was just going to be the game adaptation, but they were like, we can't get the cast back because they're too old now to play like teenagers. So it's like this reminds me of the cast of that shitty horror movie that came out last year, Tarot, where it was like, okay, I kind of recognize one of these guys, but they're all like non-high profile teen actors, young adult
these are the
actors, so
yeah,
they
these
can
are the
die.
younger
Yeah.
exactly. I was gonna say these are the younger ones that this is like their chance. Normally, they've made it, they've clawed their way, and they
Right.
can they stand
Right.
out in a low budget horror movie. Is kind of what we're getting.
With an IP attached to it. You're right. If this didn't
Right.
have the IP and like the PlayStation logo coming on before the trailer, I would have probably been more inclined to be like, "Oh, this looks like original and interesting," as opposed to like,
Yeah, this it feels more like maybe it's a sequel to the game, and they were like, let's make a movie instead,
yeah,
because
but
that'll
it's
be.
like it's a sequel without being like just another installment in that
Well, that's what, well,
world.
when I mean, that's what
Yeah.
I mean. Like instead of making like another game, they just like
Right.
went and did the movie instead.
We got to survive until dawn.
I
Shut
hate. That.
shut the
I
fuck
know.
up. Why
Why?
do people do that? Like at least in like Slaughterhouse, there was like a dumb throwaway line that's like, "This is stupid," and they recognize it's stupid, but they're not recognizing it in hopes that like it makes it better. It's just like, no, we're worsening it.
No, they purposely, yeah. No,
Yeah.
and by the way, watching this as we talk about it, I'm pretty sure that end scene is supposed to be like first person game mode. It's not found footage. They're doing like the Doom movie, like it's in first person, like the person's hands reach out. Like it's not found
Yeah,
footage. It's like legit. It's
that's
supposed
weird.
to
Then
be
that's
a
even weirder.
perspective.
Like that's even weirder. Like,
Yeah, I think they're trying to invoke the game. You know what I mean? I think that's
yes,
that's.
yes.
I mean, it looks okay.
Who
It doesn't look
are
horrible.
who's our creative team for this movie? Do we know? It said
It
Annabelle
said
Creations
Annabelle
and
something, and
Conjuring
yeah.
stuff, so I'm assuming we will get details about that. I don't know. David F. Sandberg is our director,
Okay, I
who
looked
is
him up.
famous for movies such as
Oh, I recognize him. I'm not
Shazam
even kidding.
and Shazam 2.
That's where I saw him from. Okay, I'm like I recognize that face instantly when you pull this picture up.
Yeah.
Oof. Well,
Annabelle Creations, which was mid, Shazam 2, which was mid, and Lights Out, which is a horror movie I've never seen before. So, oh
okay. Well,
boy, Until Dawn coming soon. Oh, April 25th. Even though it said in the trailer, it just said coming soon.
coming
But in the description,
soon-ish.
they have a date. So wait, this would have been a
Yeah.
good January movie. Like we got Night Swim last year, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. They
Like
might. I guess they have more confidence in this one. It doesn't look. It doesn't look bad. It
April
just doesn't look
though.
great either. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess that's our movie like going into like pre-summer. So,
Yeah,
oh
it's the week
boy.
before. Yeah,
Oh
that's the.
boy.
That's also kind of a hit or miss spot. And I know we get into arguments with a lot of our viewers and stuff about the dead months and stuff, but that's another week where unless you have a super gigantic movie that you want to
Right.
put out a week before, they normally
Right.
dump a crap movie because they know the next week it's just cleared
Yeah.
the way.
Yeah.
But what's this year? What opened summer this year? I forgot. I'm spacing.
Opening summer, well, July we get like Fantastic Four and like
Well, May. Well,
Superman
May.
and
I mean, like
stuff.
the first
Yeah.
weekend of May is.
I'm
Yeah,
not
I
sure.
gotta. I
It's
gotta
got to
look
be
there.
some big. It's not a
Cause
Marvel.
yeah,
It's not like a
it's not. This would
DreamWorks.
be like the first not Marvel or second year, or is it back to Marvel? Because last year was the
No, we're
first
back.
not
We're
Marvel
full
May.
back to Marvel.
I gotta look now. It's gonna drive me crazy.
May, I don't think anything's coming out other than like shows, but I don't know. Until Dawn. We'll find out until dawn.
Thunderbolts.
This looks clean as fuck. If we don't get a DS adapter, I'm gonna revolt though. Ooh,
They fixed everything that was wrong with the first one.
it's an iPad.
Yeah. Basically, it's basically like a GPU on a yeah.
Ooh, oh. These aren't your daddy's
That's the first
Joy-Cons.
time you've seen it. No, there's rumors they're going to be the